Hello everybody and welcome back to the Derby County Save on FM22, where I've had an absolute shocker. Yes, I thought I'd recorded what would have been one of the greatest episodes in the history of Football Manager, but what actually happened is that I didn't have my microphone plugged in and the OBS thing didn't work. So, diving into the schedule, what you missed was a 6-4 extra time loss to Man United in the FA Cup final. Yes, really irritating, and I can only apologise, but it was incredible, absolutely incredible. After extra time, we lost 6-4 to one of the best teams in the game. There you go, that's what we played. We played a 4-3-1-2. Yeah, it was just, I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Man United, Bruno Fernandes got man of the match with a straight 10, an assist and 2 goals. It was such a good game. They took the lead inside 15 minutes. We equalised between Bielik. Rice then gave them the lead. Delap then equalised just after half-time. Salisu scored for them. Sibley equalised. Then we took the lead with Hickey. Bruno Fernandes scored from the penalty spot. Eddie Nketiah then had a goal disallowed. Luis Alberto scored in the 100th minute. And Bruno Fernandes got his second in the 115th minute. And we went on to lose the cup final. But we played really well. For a game that finished 6-4 after extra time, there was an XG of 2.3 and 2.9. So goals were flying in. We did keep Sonny in goal. And he had a bit of a shocker. So Dahlberg came on to replace him midway through the second half. And yeah, I just can't believe it didn't record. I can only apologise, but we lost the FA Cup final, but we are in to Europe and have some European football. And there were some comments on the previous episode. If we just come back into the results last season, we'll keep these on the screen while I'm talking. And comments last episode were, take the prize money and you can take 1/3 of it, or maybe a half of it, or 3/4 of it, or something like that, and put that in as a bonus towards the transfer kitty. So we've done that. We earned £40 million, or something like that, or 30, something. What was it? It was like 40 or 50 million pounds, and we've taken 20 million pounds of that prize money, popped it into our transfer kitty, and gone and made some signings. Right, we've gone and made some signings. We now have remaining to spend in this transfer window, or going forwards, we have a total of around 23.5 million, I think it is. I'll have to do the maths again, but let's dive in and see who we've sold and signed to give us quite a hefty transfer budget. So we have sold young centre-back Erin Cashin, has gone to Portsmouth for £800,000. He's played one game for them in the Championship, not done brilliantly, was nowhere near Premier League standard for us. So Cashin has gone, and we're going to do this in like order of when the transfers happen. So the next one's coming up, pretty big. Right back / right winger Fetzi Ebisole has moved to Crystal Palace, Premier League rivals Crystal Palace. Now, he possesses a lot of pace, a lot of pace, but our coaching staff was saying he wasn't going to get any better. He was not going to get any better playing. No matter how much game time we got him, this is as good as he's going to get. So, when Crystal Palace came calling with £25 million bid, I was like, yes, please, that is fine. I think we can find a right back that arguably is better or more of a all-rounder than Fetzi Ebisole for less than £25 million. So this immediately put our budget up to like 45 million, which was, we were net spend, weren't we? So £45 million, which was absolutely incredible. Sad to see him go because he was brilliant for us last season. But yeah, Fetzi Ebisole is quite a big out. So the next one, also to Portsmouth, Miguel Aziz, the centre-back. We got on a free, or very cheap, from Arsenal, 300k. Sold him on for like 2.2 million profit. So that's very nice indeed. Didn't really settle in the Premier League. 15 appearances, a 6.5. Much more suited to the Championship and League One, where he played more games for us, got a better rating. And Portsmouth are going to give him a go in the Championship. One appearance, a 6.9. But Miguel Aziz, again, we've upgraded our central midfield so much that he was really going to struggle to get game time, and to get £2.5 million for him, I think absolute brilliant piece of business. So that has now put our budget up onto 47.5 million. Don't worry, we spend some of it. Javier Simons, the youngster we bought in from Chelsea on a free transfer, has moved to AFC Wimbledon for 120k. A couple of games in the Premier League for us, most games coming for Stockport in League 2. Didn't really get a chance to shine or grow at us, but we made a profit on him, so more than happy to see him go. And yeah, good luck to him, good luck. Indiana Vasilev has joined Plymouth. As you can see, quite a lot of the players we bought in and took to the Premier League have dropped down the divisions again. But again, a player we bought in on a free to get £800,000 for him, I think is great business. He's already doing better in League 1 than he did ever in the Premier League. 20 games and averaging a 6.51 is pretty dreadful. So, yeah, he was never going to cut it in the Premier League. Vasilev moves on, did really well to help us up the divisions. But again, we've bought better players in his position and it's good profit, so £800,000 in the bank. And then another big out is Jason Knight, who, in all honesty, didn't really play that well for us, or that much, or didn't seem to give too much. Like the 4-3-1-2, Louis Sibley sort of came into his own. He was getting a bit more of the attention, whereas Jason Knight dropped out a little bit. Still played 29 games for us in the Premier League, a 6.78, but he's dropped down to the Championship. For £12 million, he has moved to Sheffield United. Really good work rate, really good fitness, but not really Premier League quality. And we did give him a lot of game time. Again, we've strengthened, and the players that we've already got at the club are probably better in central midfield than what he could offer. That's all the outs. Well, there's a few loans as well that we'll go and look at later on, but that's all the major outs. Let's go and look at the ins. So first up, on a free transfer, just as a bit of striker cover more than anything, and if we decide to change back to wingers, Facundo Pellistri has joined on a free transfer from Man United. Very high potentially rated in real life, very high potentially rated in Football Manager. He's got a squad player, he's going to be backup. He's going to be a backup player. 3 appearances for Man United last season in the league, 6.87. So sort of has showed that he can do something in the Premier League, which is good. A reasonably good spell at Nottingham Forest a couple of seasons back, but looking to really progress him on a little bit. Fully potential player, got him on a free. We can probably sell him for quite a lot of profit if we want to going forward. Next up, Tommy Doyle from Man City. Happy to join as a fringe player. Comes in to just back up the central midfield. Again, this is what I mean. He's more of an all-rounder than Jason Knight. Again, comes with good fitness, good work rate, and then has 12s basically across the board. We need them in. Pretty decent, highly rated potentially, and a free transfer. So someone else, as a young English player, we can probably sell on for quite a lot of money if we need to in the future. And yeah, he's going to get a bit of game time here and there, but I think on a free transfer, it was a bit of a no-brainer. Cracking on with the free transfers, Itarden, I don't know how you quite say it, Mohamed Itarden, I think is his name, on a free from Juventus. Again, highly rated player, 23 years old, happy to join as a fringe player, and brings a bit of technical flair, I guess, and passing, so vision, passing, technique, first touch, dribbling, agility, could really help us unlock defences if we're playing teams that have got a low block or sitting deep, or we need to pick that pass. I feel like Itarden could be a really good player to bring on in certain situations, and that is something I think is very key that we'd not really had before. 2-footed, tries killer balls often, is going to fit our system quite well. Okay, he wants to more be a winger, but I think if we can get him clicking in this attacking midfield role and get him playing well, I think he's going to be really good, and again, someone that potentially we could sell on for quite a bit of money. Next up, right back to replace Ebasole, is Cleven. Much more of an all-rounder than Ebasole. Not as quick. It's going to be tough to be as quick as Ebasole, but an all-rounder, really good at crossing, dribbling, passing, techniques top as well, and he can do everything. He can do everything to a decent enough standard. The only worry is that he's pretty injury prone. He's had an injury already since we've signed him. However, he's happy to be a fringe player. So, yeah, I'm quite happy that he's in. We've given him the number 2 shirt. We've signed him for £4.5 million. Had a really good loan spell in the Championship. Not such a good one playing for Boca Juniors. But at one point, Man United found it very acceptable to pay £6.5 million for him. So, I'm hoping we get a bit of a bargain here. £4.5 million. Still relatively good in terms of age, 24 years old. Could have a bit of room to growth. Should do a good job for us at right back. Hopefully, we've picked up a bargain. Now, We sold Jason Knight for a lot of money, so we needed a central midfielder. I know Albert Sambi Lokonga can do a cracking job from the Sunderland save, so we went and signed him for a bargain fee of £6 million. I think it's a really, really good deal. Hasn't had too much football, but I think will sit as our ball-winning midfielder in that middle three. Will do a really, really good job. Has got potential to grow, two-footed, really, really good in terms of the attributes he needs. Albert Sambi Lokonga, I think, is going to be a bit of a masterstroke of a signing for £6 million. I'm hoping he can bring the form that I think he should have, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's we've got rid of worse players than Lokonga and brought in players like Lokonga, which is really helping our squad depth. And finally, we brought in Dean Henderson from Man United. Now, I understand and I realise we've bought quite a lot of players from Man United, but when Dean Henderson's going for £5.75 million, you sort of stand up and take notice, because he is a pretty damn good goalkeeper. He comes in, according to our scouts, as the best goalkeeper out of the club. It does mean that Sonny won't have to play in the cup final if our keeper gets injured again. And yeah, that's what sort of made my mind up about the goalkeeping. How bad Sonny was in the cup final sort of made me realise we actually probably do need 2 senior goalkeepers at the club. Now, if we just ignore his wage, the fact that he's on 90 grand a week, don't worry about that. We just had to pay him a fair amount of money to actually get him to sign for us. There's quite a lot of interest, as you would imagine, at 5.75 million. But Dean Henderson's in. Wages literally don't matter to us. We've saved so much money and ploughed it into wages because of net spend that, yeah, it's all done. And that is all of the transfers. That's all we've done. Pretty much broken even for this season. 16.25 out, 16.5 in. As I said, it leaves us with around about £23.5 million in the bank. Some of them went into last year's. As you can see, Ebisole was in there last year. It was completed towards the end of the season. So that's a good, healthy profit from that year. 19.75 out in at the club, or out of the club, money-wise. And 42 million comes into the club. And you can see from the bar charts that technically, in terms of net spend, we're actually doing pretty well in charge of Derby, which is good to see. It does leave our squad still a little bit on the thin side. We've got a couple of scouts out there looking at certain players and stuff, but all in all, I am happy with how the squad is shaping up. Now, I need to explain what this mess is behind me. So I've moved my office around a little bit. The day after I moved my office around, I had a football match, and 10 minutes before the end of that football match, I tore my calf muscle with a grade 3 tear. Now, a grade 3 tear is one below the worst, so grade 4 is the worst, and grade 4 is where you completely rupture the calf, completely rupture your muscle. I've got a grade 3 tear, and it's at the knee joint, where it sort of joins onto my knee and my hamstring, basically. So I started to redo my office, and haven't had a chance to finish it because I'm not really walking properly. So that mess behind could be there for a little while. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. But if you want to give me a good luck message in the comments below or something like that, then please do. And while you're down there, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, we'll see how this is going. I've been recording for about 15 minutes, which means we can dive in to the first game of the season, which is Stoke City. We're playing newly promoted Stoke away from home, so we're going to have to see if we can go to the Bet365 stadium, I want to say it is, where they play. But yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. As you can see, we've got a few bits of news about fitness and stuff like that. But into the tactical meeting we go. And for some reason, my computer's decided to go very, very slow. Okay, this is the team we're going for. We're going to go with Henderson in goal because Dahlberg's injured. I would have started Dahlberg. He was our first choice keeper last year, but those two are now battling for the number 1 jersey. William starts on the right because Cleven is a little bit away from match fitness. He didn't really join for pre-season that much, so he's missed a bit of game time. Bernard and Bielik at the back, Hickey at the left. That's pretty much standard, those three at the moment. Sibley, Sambi Lokonga and Bird in the middle. Castro in front of them, and Ketia and Delap partnering each other up front. On the bench, youngster Hugo, the next Kaka, makes the bench, which is good to see. Always good to see youngsters coming through. Palestri, Itarden, Damari Gray, James Garner, Lee Buchanan, Mason Holgate, Sonny on the bench, and Laborde as well as a centre-back. So the 3 missing out, 1 through injury, 2 through lacking a bit of match fitness. So let's get into this game. We are taking on Stoke City. It should be a good one for us. I think as a team coming off the season we had last season, to play a newly promoted team is probably a fixture we would have chosen and would have picked. However, I'm hoping that our pre-season's been good. We went on a tour of Singapore, then we played Bordeaux, Venezia, and one other reasonable team, and we won it all. We won all of our pre-season games, so I'm hoping we come into this one in good form. So yes, and this is the actual opening game of the whole Premier League season this year, Derby versus Stoke, and it seems to be Stoke on the first attack. Ridvan puts it in, it's headed away. Castro will bring this one down. Long ball looking towards Nketiah, but Wilmot intercepts well. He comes forward with it over the halfway line. Bugos puts the ball through. Nuno Santos is in! And well, Stoke City take the lead inside the first minute of their return to the Premier League. That's not how this was meant to go. Wow. Wilmot just brought it out from the back, laid it into Bugazes, and, well, Max Bird didn't track his runner. I already know that's Max Bird, number 4. And Nuno Santos fires it past Henderson, who really had no chance with that goal. We need to play better. It's a throw into Stoke, and it's all Stoke at the moment. Ridvan on it, lays it back to Todd Cantwell. He goes all the way back to his centre-back, Ekong, into Cantwell again. Cantwell cuts in field. Castro with a good tackle. It falls to Nuno Santos, and that's a good interception from Hickey, and now we can break. Hickey's not got too many options if he can hold this up and play it into the feet. He goes back to Bird. Max Bird looks to turn, does really well, picks out Sibley on the right. Sibley can get to the byline, lays it back to Brandon Williams. Williams fires it across all the way to Hickey. We know he scored a couple of good goals last season. Hickey cries it across. Castro's there, it's cleared away. Hickey again, and Nuno Santos intercepts. And Sutar gets it away. Still 1-0 Stoke. So a free kick deep in Stoke's half to Stoke. Ekong gets it away. That's terrible. Delap picks it up. And Nketiah back to Delap. Lovely 1-2. And Liam Delap just misses. Oh, it's a terrible free kick from Stoke, but a terrible finish from Delap. And we are all over them at the moment. It's all us now. Williams trying to just create a bit of space down the right. Into Nketiah. Penalty, referee. He's going to go to VAR. And surely that's a penalty. It looked like Nketiah returned him nicely with the first touch. And VAR are checking it. And it's a penalty. And I don't know who our designated penalty taker is at the moment. It is... Who's stepping on to take that? Is that Bird? It's not. It's Delap. He missed an easy chance and he stuck that penalty away. Number 10, Liam Delap gets his first goal of the season in the first game of the season. And that is what you love to see. Right, 1-1 here at the Potteries. And we're playing, well, that early goal was pretty much all Stoke have done. If we just skip this and look at the stats, you'll see it there. 3 shots and 1 on target. 8 shots for us, 4 on target. We are slowly starting to turn the screw and batter them, which is good. So we're going to keep demanding more and try and get another goal. Right, half-time, 1-1 at the moment. We have been by far the better team, as you can see from the XG chart there. We've just been blowing them away. We have been much, much better than them. And we're going to say, we've created so many chances, don't lose faith. We're going to win this one quite easily. Right, keep going, and keep going. You have the ability. We're not going to change anything at the moment in terms of subs. Sambi Lokonga not playing brilliantly on his debut. Other than that, everyone else is playing pretty well. So we'll give him a bit more encouragement. 10 minutes into the second half. Let's hope for some more goals as Ridvan has a throw in here for Stoke. Into right to Cantwell. Cantwell back to Ekong. Ekong all the way back to his goalkeeper. Plays it out to the right-hand side to Suter. Bugos into Nuno Santos. He looks to turn into Etibo. Etibo turns away from his man, but Hickey gets back well. He's picked up a knock. That's not what we need. Hickey cuts it back into Bielik, the ball-playing defender, into Castro. He turns out to Sibley. Sibley up to Nketiah. Nketiah holds on to it, gives it out to Brandon Williams, back into Sibley. Ball through to Nketiah, who can square it to Delap, and that is a fantastic goal. 2-1. What a bit of build-up that is from the team. Absolutely superb football. It's magnifico, and that is superb. All the way from the back, it went Bielik, Castro, into number 8, Sibley. Sibley to Williams, back to Sibley, into Nketiah, just unselfishly across the goal, and Delap with a tap-in. 2-1 Derby. Free kick though. Thompson over this one. Curls it in off the top of the bar. And it goes out for a goal kick. Not too much there. 20 minutes to go. Let's have a quick look here what we could do. So Castro is not playing well. Italian's going to come on for him in the middle. We've also got Lokonga not playing brilliantly. James Garner can come on to replace him. Hickey is slightly injured, but on a 7.3. He's being hampered by his injury. We could bring on Buchanan with 20 minutes to go. I'm going to leave it a little bit longer. Let's see how we get on. Corner to Stoke. Nuno Santos swings this one in. Bielik's at the front post to head it away. And Delap's going to get there first. And we've got runners in the middle if he can pick one of them out. Delap holds on to it well. Good hold-up play from Delap. I don't mind that. Hickey puts a ball through into Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah! And it's a great save from Lumley. A fantastic save from the Stoke goalkeeper. Keeps it at 2-1. Keeps them in it just about. As Sibley is going to swing this corner in. He's got Nketiah and Bielik at the front post. Nketiah can't win it. And, he does win it and heads it out for a goal kick, which was rubbish. Throw in. Brandon Williams into Bird. Back to Williams. Towards the edge on Garner. Garner can pick out Hickey. We've kept him on with that injury. I didn't really want to take him off because he's playing really well. Williams looks to go the long way round. Crosses it in. Headed away by Suter. Sibley back in. Headed away again. Rights there for Stoke. Out to Wingo. Wingo just forced back a little bit. Turns. Looks to go up the line. Has he got fresh legs? He puts it over the top. Bielik with an easy header. Hickey into Italian. Italian into Garner. Garner to Delap. Delap turns into Sibley. Bird with a lot of space there. Couldn't quite pick the ball up properly, but Bird looks to turn. Gets to the byline. Hickey! Hickey! Oh, it's a great block from Suter at the back, and Hickey could have had a goal. Oh, my word. That would have been a lovely little move. Sibley over the ball. What can he do with this corner? He's going to try and swing this one in, and it goes over towards the back post. Bielik trying to get there. James Garner keeps it alive. Garner is... Oh, I thought it was going to be a penalty, but he did well to avoid the tackle. Picks out Sibley at the back post. Sibley can't do much with that. Turns into Max Bird. Max Bird tries to play it across, cleared away, and Hickey can win the header. Here's Garner again into Bird. Italian. Lovely ball through to Hickey. That one from the new signing. Hickey just... is he playing for time? No. Bird back to Hickey. Hickey... Oh, Suter's going to clear it away, and it's another good header at the back from Deschamps Bernard. Williams, the highlight still goes on. Brandon Williams gets round his man, can't quite put the cross in, lays it back to Sibley, back to Williams. We've got a man on the edge here, but Williams just looks like he's holding on to the ball. Into Nketiah! Oh, he's at the bar! He's at the post. It was a fantastic effort, but Stokes live a charmed life at the back. 2-1 down. We're going to bring our last final sub on. We're going to bring the youngster. No, we're not. We're going to bring on... Oh, Bielik's not playing well. Let's bring on Mason Holgate for Bielik just to shore up the defence for the last few minutes of extra time or injury time. And that is it. It's a 2-1 win to start the season. I say not the most convincing. I mean, stats-wise, we've absolutely blown them away. Just need to be putting those chances away. Two goals for Delap, assist for Nketiah. Lovely, lovely stuff. I think Hickey got the other assist, or it was a penalty, wasn't it? So... yeah, lovely stuff. I'm pleased. Very well done. An excellent win to start the season. Yes, that is exactly what we wanted there. Let's send the assistant to that one. And a good game. A good start. We had a few debuts in there as well. Always good to see some debuts coming in, which is good as Delap sends us top. Lovely, lovely stuff. Hickey is injured for a day with a tight hamstring. That's nothing. Henderson makes his debut. Lokonga, Aitaran also made their debut as well. And Delap did very well in shining for that one. Very pleased with how you played. And you even got a goal. Lovely stuff. Right. We have been drawn in the Europa Conference League fourth qualifying round. We got Dynamo Moscow. We're going to skip those. We're going to be back for deadline day because I think we're going to have some money to spend. So I'll see you on deadline day. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. For now, I'm out. Cheers.